It is Thursday, December 7th, and we had another down day in the markets. You can't see it right here, but I'm down about $250 from yesterday. I was about 72,000, now I'm 71, 780 or so. This is the action over the weekend. These are kind of big moves. You can see 43,000. This is 40,995. So a couple of $1,000 swings over here through the week. Didn't finish that bad. Kind of had a little relief rally towards the end of today. Um, Otherwise, I was going to be $800 lower. And I was just looking through my portfolio and I noticed that I've made some mistakes over here. This is one real estate company that I decided to keep and it's looking really good. It's up 22% since I bought it, 3.4% today, and it pays dividends. You can see $4.40 worth of dividends. And look at some of these mistakes here. OGS, this company I thought was really impressive when I first bought it. I bought it somewhere around here, and then it sold at 81 over here. But it continues to climb, it continues to perform, and it pays a really nice dividend. And I don't know, I sold it. You can see here on October 4th at $81.23 per share, 20 shares. And I'm probably losing money on, on the proceeds, but that's all right. Hopefully things turn around. EXK had a pretty even day. It's one of my biggest holdings here and something I'm hanging my hat on. Apple had a down day 1%. It was down a lot lower. It's down in 170 range, but now it's at 175. So a small comeback, but could continue to go down lower. We'll see what happens tomorrow. It's a very important day. If it's a big update, it might signal that the downturn is over. If it rolls over towards the end of the day, it probably means there's more downside to come next week. So be on the lookout for that to give you hints as to what's going to happen. Markets kind of follow the same story the entire day. They were down big in the beginning and then started slowly climbing back up. I got some dividends in the meantime. I have a really low dividends here from Switch, from DIV, I believe, from SDIV, and from Newmont Mining, 28 cents, huge dividend. This one's nice though, $7, but I have kind of a bigger investment in this fund. Ford, even though I don't own the stock anymore, I cut the dividend, $15 there. So what I think is going to happen, there's a lot of downward pressure in the markets. Tomorrow's going to be really indicative. Again, it seems like the metals are holding pretty flat. Uranium's pretty flat. Markets are being a little bit undecisive. So I'll be following the market closely. Uh, See if it starts rolling over or if it's a big sell day. I mean, it really matters to me more how the market finishes than it starts tomorrow for me to judge next week. And I might actually play some option contracts depending on what happens. So I'm just in a wait and see mode at the moment. I don't have a lot of cash, 300, but I'm gonna free some up. Um, so I'll be good. All right, a little short, sweet video today. I don't really have many thoughts on all these companies or what's going on at the moment. It's very much a holding pattern for me personally. I'm still bullish on markets like Russia, China, Southeast Asia, um, metals, precious metals, uranium. So this is kind of my playbook, and hopefully this is what takes me higher. I have some Alibaba over here, Chinese ETF, stock market ETF, couple Brazilian companies. So I'm big on emerging markets. I have a big emerging market fund that's like at an all-time low for me. I'm losing a lot of money on this fund, down 23% almost, down $800, but it pays a fat dividend. It's a special type of fund, so please don't just go out and buy it unless you understand how it functions and how it works. It's not a very straightforward kind of a deal, so make sure you research this one if you try to buy it or consult with someone. All right. I think that's about it for today. I'll be excited to see what happens in the markets tomorrow. I'll see y'all later. Peace out.